Soreness might feel productive to some people. You wake up, you could barely walk, you could barely move, and your brain goes, yep, that must have worked. But soreness is not actually adaptation. Last week we talked about the starting point trap, how most people don't actually start training, they start testing. If you like that episode, this one goes a little deeper because a lot of people treat capacity and intensity like they're the same thing. They're not even close. Today we're going to be breaking down the difference, why intensity feels good but doesn't last, and how to make intensity actually work for you instead of against you. Before we jump in, guys, if these episodes have been helping you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with somebody you think will enjoy it. It helps the podcast grow and it lets us keep putting out more content like this. All right, let's get into it. Welcome back to the Ready for More podcast, where we believe strength is for everybody. I am Edie. Let's start by separating the two things. First, intensity. Intensity is effort, load, speed. Anyone can access it on day one. No build-up required. You walk in, you go hard, boom, right there. Capacity, though, is different. Capacity is your ability to handle intensity and then actually recover from that intensity. It builds over time. You can't fake it. You can't rush it. Think of it like this. Intensity is a credit card. Capacity is money in the bank, or you could say a debit card. You can swipe that card all day, but eventually you're gonna get declined. And here's why that happens. Soreness might feel productive to some people. You wake up, you could barely walk, you could barely move, and your brain goes, yep, that must have worked. But soreness is not actually adaptation. You can crush your session and build almost nothing if the capacity base isn't there. Your body isn't growing, it's recovering from damage. There is a difference. Now, compare that to someone who actually is taking the time to build that capacity. They do moderate work and they improve. They're ready to go again and again and again. They're not negotiating with themselves just to get back to the gym. Real progress is showing up consistently, not surviving occasionally. The person doing less might actually be ahead of the person going harder. And I mean, to be clear, that is not a permission to just coast through your workouts. It's a reminder that consistency beats intensity every single time. So what does that look like in real life? Think of it like this. Testing is maxing out every single day. Building is repeating solid reps over time and adding load only when your body is actually ready for it. Testing is exhausting. One feels like progress, one is actually progress. One feels impressive, one actually works. A lot of people go with what feels impressive, which is intensity, and that's one of the main reasons they can't stay consistent. And here's the honest truth. Building feels boring at first. It really does. 2 sets when you know you could do 5. Walking out feeling like you left something in the tank. That is not weakness, that is discipline. That's what building actually looks like. So where does intensity fit into all that? Intensity isn't the enemy, it just has to be earned. You build the base first. Smart sessions, repeatable sessions, weeks where you walk out feeling good, not wrecked. And once that capacity is there, intensity becomes a tool where you can actually use it, not something that uses you. Capacity is a container. Intensity is what you pour into that container. So a small container plus too much intensity, you will get an overflow. That's burnout, injury, and you're just gonna quit. A bigger container, now you've got room to work. So you wanna build that container first. This is how people make real progress year after year, not just after week 3. High intensity on a weak base equals burnout. High intensity on a strong base, that's gonna get you results. The goal isn't to leave every workout feeling hammered, it's to train in a way you can sustain for the long run. So let me ask you, have you been chasing intensity without actually building any capacity? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you're not sure where your capacity right now is, take the strength audit. It's 15 questions and it'll just help you find where your real starting point is so your training fits your actual life. The link is gonna be in the bio. If this episode helped you, make sure you like, subscribe, and share it with somebody who's been grinding hard without seeing any results. And remember, guys, strength is for everybody. Till we meet again, peace.